BCX and the rest of the world combined.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into a massive game. It's the game to get into grand finals. We got Macheeeete and Sgrape against Acno and Blaze, and we have already started some even trades going back and forth so far. Opportunity to start a little bit of a team combo there for Macheeeete and Sgrape, and it looks like they are maintaining pretty decent control here. Oh, and that's a good knockout. Dude. That's a good knockout.
That was 27 seconds, Polly. That was a quick one. That's a full team wipe as well. Macheeeete is still in the yellow.
Massive start for them.
That means Macheeeete can take so much damage. Based on the amount of damage he was taking before in previous sets before getting knocked out, the fact that he's in yellow right now is so bad for the red team.
Side signature coming out. They're not going to be missing those punishes. They're not going to be able to throw that out. Acno is going to find that knockout onto Sgrape though finally. And he's trying to single out Macheeeete. And is going pretty well so far.
Acno was a little
bit
slow.
That Sarah would have been it. That would have been a knockout.
First recovery after Blaze, but he did pick up the second one. They finally get that stock away. Didn't actually take too much damage in the process. They are behind, but it's not a terrible deficit between these two. Acno over below Sgrape on the edge. Sgrape, he had his focus on Acno, now turned it over to Blaze. Now he's just kind of over on the left side of the stage. Somehow he was able to pick that up as well. His timing is so fast, and he confirms the KO. Now their sights are set on Blaze.
Massive side signature coming out, picking up that knockout as well. Sgrape managed to get back from it as well. Macheeeete throwing them back out.
There's a D-Sig that Acno just picked up on a Sgrape, but he only hit him in the orange. It's not too big of a deal.
Oh my god.
Macheeeete neutralite over on the right side. Sgrape, dude, he's coming in, and I'm worried, but Blaze is right behind him. It's the side air.
Macheeeete just trying to sustain the stock for as long as possible right now. Sgrape is back though. They can start letting loose just a bit more. He has the lance in hands, and you do not want the guy with a one stock advantage to have a lance. As the opponents, that is.
That's true. Neutral Sig coming out, but he actually gets taken off the top by Acno. It seems like all of the previous games that they played in the last set that they were on the stage, they won from behind in the final seconds while both of them were in the red in a 2v1.
That was Blaze in this 2v1, and Sgrape is going to be able to close it out very quickly. That's 1-0 on the scoreboard for them.
Do you think we see a legend swap for Acno Blaze?
For Blaze? No. For Acno, maybe.
Okay.
For
that would be
Acno,
my
maybe.
guess as well, but we also... I don't know why we would see a Bryn, but I think there's the potential for a Bryn. I don't think he should play the Bryn.
I think he should, but... no, the lance has been working out extremely well. I don't think the Bryn is the play. I just want to see it because of my own personal biases, but that's... Oh, that's a good start. Oh, that's a big combo. Sgrape all the way down. He tries to reverse it with the recovery. It would have been really, really big, but he's not able to connect it. It looks like it's backfiring. And now, Acno and Blaze are kind of getting into the flow of things.
Blaze did do a great job of putting out damage. I can't remember which member of the blue team was putting out that damage on. I believe it was Macheeeete while Acno was chasing Sgrape over on the left side. So that gave them kind of the lead that they're in right now. And this is actually basically the lead that Macheeeete and Sgrape kind of had last game whenever they took away the first stocks.
Oh, and the combo.
They're so fast with it.
And that's the kind of combos that you want when you're down just barely a stock. You need these knockout combos. You need these setups for large signatures to get those stocks off. There it is. Now stuck in the 1v2. Macheeeete is committing to it, and Sgrape doesn't have a weapon, so he's not able to help out that much. By the time he does, Blaze is there to help him, so Acno will keep that stock.
Now, Acno was able to recover back to the main stage, but then he just ate a Sair from Blaze that sent him basically into the same spot that he just escaped from. Then he got back yet again, didn't put out too much damage, and got hit with a side air from Macheeeete, and ended up falling.
Ooh, that's quite large. I see Blaze starting to play better and better and better on this lance as well, which really, really scares me.
Oh, what a punish from Sgrape, hitting the sideline. He got the top side of it. I think Blaze was coming in for a down air onto Macheeete, and he ended up plucking him out of the air with it. Yeah, Blaze's Lance is definitely leveling up. But man, it's just, it still doesn't feel as good as Macheete's Lance or Sgrape's.
Yeah, no. I would definitely agree with you there.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Macheeete and Sgrape, they've really just honed in like their focus there. Like, what does their 2v2 practice consist of? Playing only lands and ranked for an hour?
Dude, their ability to pick up like anywhere from 50 to like 85 to maybe even 100 damage on a team combo absolutely out of nowhere, sometimes picking up stocks as well in the process, it seems unmatched right now. It's like they look like they're playing together the best out of any of the teams that we've seen today.
But their sword and spear are also very, very clean.
Yep,
let's not undermine that at all, but you know, I would definitely give like the staple weapon of their team is definitely the lance by the looks of things so far.
Yeah, I mean, even right there, instantly. Macheeete picks up the in-light, even without a weapon. Sgrape was there. I think he picked up a neutral air. The just immediate follow-ups that this team is able to find out of thin air, even right there, he picked it up so quickly. His eyes were probably set onto Acno, but somehow he had a third eye.
Ooh, big D-Sig. Big N-Sig. That's the 2v1 now, and they have a winning position. They're going to allow Sgrape to get back up. He throws out the D-Sig. It's going to miss, though. That's a really good recovery from Sgrape, because he knew he couldn't get punished for doing that. And the N-Sig's coming out, though.
Great weapon starve from Blaze as well, grabbing that weapon spawn right out from underneath. Good follow-up from Acno as well, with that neutral signature at the end, actually getting the KO and sealing the game for the red team.
Yeah. I feel like Sgrape and Macheeete, they just control so much of the space. They have to be so infuriating to fight just because you're always fighting for space. Like, you just feel like you're being like asphyxiated.
Yes. Or you probably feel like Taza did when he was trying to go through all the waves on the beach yesterday.
Yeah.
And just getting ragdolled around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is kind of what happens when you're fighting like two lances. Or even just a lance and a sword, or a lance and a spear.
Yeah, I mean, we saw their juggle potential in space control earlier when they both had lances and were just naring. It's a 360 degree. Like, you cover so much of the stage above you, in front of you, behind you, around you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Acno and Blaze, though, are stepping up their game, as we talked about. And there you go, that's the double!
Nice.
Macheeete getting quite damaged, is not going to be a knockout just yet, but you see them both looking for, and Macheeete with the turnaround. He's not going to be able to get anything off of it, but that was a really, really cool attempt.
That was close
to
being a KO. That was a disrespectful ground pound.
Yeah, that was close to being like almost like a clip.
Yeah. I'm looking over there to see if he has a footprint right on his forehead where Macheeete just stomped on him through that side air. That's going to be a KO for Macheete's sword. Now Sgrape coming in with the spear. Macheeete gets over onto the lance.
Now, Macheeete and Sgrape, they're so often just onto the ground. They're not allowing Blaze and Acno to land for long. They're just controlling that space. But still, now Sgrape going down. They are one stock down.
Sgrape's starting to get bullied out of this game.
Yeah, 100%.
We've seen him throw out a few signatures now, and I think all of them have been punished so far. He threw out the spear side signature early in the game, got punished on that one as well. He's going to have to rely on Macheeete to do some serious work here.
I feel like Acno and Blaze, you know, we're saying how Sgrape and Macheeete, they're controlling a lot of the space, and yet Acno and Blaze keep coming out on top. I feel like they're doing such a good job at like not kicking the hornet's nest. Like, they're just going in and poking and then going out, because they know that once they go in too deep, they're gonna be sandwiched between Sgrape and Macheeete, and you don't want to be in that situation.
It's save gameplay while still being like present to apply pressure. So they're not just like running away the whole time and avoiding every attack without throwing out any moves, because obviously they're very close to having a lead here. They can bully Sgrape out of the game. They can take Macheeete out of the game, maybe first before that, and then set their sights on Sgrape while Macheeete is spawning back in the game. That weapon toss came flying down. Acno was able to avoid it.
Now,
nice.
DC coming out, and this 1v2 situation is massive. The weapon throw to force out the dodge.
That was huge.
That was so clean. And the 1v2 to close it off. Now all they need is just a couple of good hits or a combo, and it is a done deal. 2-1 on the scoreboard after they do this.
Yeah, the couple of 2 hits could easily be the combo starter, and then that's the game.
You see, they're looking for it. And again, when you're at this point, you should never really... Macheeeete should not get any free hits. Every single time he hits the opponent, he should also be hit.
And he's getting some free hits here. Like, he's definitely keeping himself in this 1v2.
Just rolling around looking for the anything doesn't connect.
It seems like the level up from the Lance has just not been able to transfer over to the Axe here. That was a free hit. Like, did get a little bit of a punish.
He gets it
Acno
still.
Just barely.
Just barely. That was close. Macheeeete almost with the hero 1v2.
Yeah. I don't know what I think Sgrape like leaned over and said something to Acno and Blaze. He was turned to his right, which is not where his teammate is located. Don't know what he said to them.
Hopefully something nice, like well played.
I don't know if he said. I'm not saying he said something mean, but I don't think it was.
Stop using LANs. It's not fun. That's what I would have said.
3, 2, 1,
Going back into it now. Still no legend swaps across the board.
Falling Nairs coming out from Acno. We're having a Lance battle over on the left side, and Blaze is coming out on top of it so far.
Yeah.
Do they have a weapon toss to put down on Sgrape?
Oh.
No.
And Macheeeete also putting himself in danger, so he's able to allow Sgrape to come back up. Oh, the ground pound! The LAN's classic!
It was looking like Sgrape was going to be the first one to fall in this game, but no, it was like the latter stages of orange, beginning stages of red that he hit that ground pound. You know how much fixed force is on the Lance ground pound.
Every time I see a Lance ground pound, I just hear like bazinga in my mind. Like, it's such a funny move.
Okay, Blaze picks up the KO onto Sgrape. We're basically even here. Acno, who spawned back in after getting knocked out by Sgrape's ground pound, basically didn't take any damage until just now. Picks up the D-Sig there.
Gets the Nair. Acno's anti-air, or just aerial gameplay with bow is so good.
The fact that he was below Sgrape there gave him a lot of priority in positioning, because if Sgrape wants to Nair, so much of the Nair just doesn't cover below you. It's like the beginning stages of it might cover it a little bit if you're pretty much stacked. But Acno, he has the neutral air, and then you saw the weapon toss up for a little bit of extra hit stun. Then, of course, you saw, I believe it was an unarmed recovery as well. So he just had the right moves to find priority.
Yeah,
he's below Sgrape.
You got to use some of your movement to get in like a Dair or a Sair, and you can't really do that when you're that far up. Like, what are you going to do?
Ooh, nice D-Sig. That was just Blaze's first stock, though, and Acno actually getting away. I thought he was going to get caught in the middle of that. He just got past Sgrape. Even Sgrape turned around and tried to side sig. Didn't have quite the range on it, so Acno still living on the second stock. Sgrape might be taken out very soon. That D-Sig was not on the best target, and the side sig was on an even worse target, taking out his teammate.
That is massive, and now they're trying to keep it going. Macheeeete is soon to follow up. That's him going down, and now the pseudo 1v2 situation. Sgrape is doing a very good job at getting away. He gets the side sing on his way out as well. That could be Blaze joining Acno at last stock very soon. They're not able to finish it off. You see Acno going over to the left side of the screen to keep him safe as well.
Blaze unarmed over on the edge. Sgrape not able to confirm an edge guard there. Blaze coming back in with the Lance, the weapon that he's done the most with in this set. He tried to get the stack D-Light and couldn't get it, but the D-Sig is going to cover that from Sgrape. We got ourselves a game here. A victory for Acno and Blaze puts them in the grand finals with a 3-1. A victory for Sgrape and Macheeeete keeps them alive and pushes it to game 5.
Confirm the top 2 if you win this game right now. It's a big deal to be in the grand finals, and both of these teams are hungry for it. Sgrape and Macheeeete are going to have to win yet another game if they take this one home. Blaze and Acno are looking confident.
What does Blaze's Axe have? Is he looking for a weapon spawn to swap over onto the Lance?
Yeah, you're seeing those weapon throws. I think it's definitely possible.
Where's the weapon spawn? It's been so long. There it is, but Macheeete's going to grab it.
Yeah, Macheeeete gets it. But the Sairs! It doesn't matter! And Sgrape is so far down. You see a weapon through there. Oh, but it's over. Blaze and Acno 3-1 on the set, and they've made it to Grands.
They end the winner's bracket run of Sgrape and Macheeeete, who were looking all but unstoppable. but maybe it's that experience against Lance. It seemed like the Lance just wasn't as strong. It was still strong, but not as strong, not as dominant, not as controlling of the pace and the space.